I'm still processing this one because I have never been more horrified by a story than this. 21-year-old Trevion Taylor and Jessica Ross, 20, were expecting their first child. On July 9th, Miss Ross went into labor with their son, and they headed to the Southern Regional Medical Center in Atlanta. While Dr. Tracy St. Julian was delivering the baby, a complication occurred. The baby had a condition that made its shoulders wider than the cervix. This made the birth much harder, and a couple hours in, the mother requested to have a C-section instead. Ignoring this, the doctor continued. And in the process, it's so hard to even describe. The doctor pulled so hard on that infant that every bone in its shoulders, neck, and skull were broken. Not just broken, shattered. Finally, when there was no fetal heartbeat, was when the doctor decided to move this to the operating room next door. When they removed that baby from its mother, they discovered it had been decapitated. All they had in their hands was the body and legs. It was still in the birth canal, and they had to reach in there and pull it out vaginally. I know at this point, your jaws are probably on the floor, horrified like I was, but it gets worse. They informed the couple that the baby had not made it, and when they asked to hold the baby, they were denied. They said that they could only look at him from afar, and in an attempt to cover up this gross negligence, they put the head back on top of the baby and wrapped it up so tightly that they couldn't tell it was two different pieces. There was an in-house specialist at this medical center for exactly these kind of circumstances. But this lawsuit isn't just coming for the doctor in the hospital, but also for the staff and nurses. Because in an attempt to cover their tracks, the staff took turns trying to convince the couple to not have an autopsy and to get the baby cremated. This is just another example of medical negligence when it comes to Black women. Because that baby would have lived if they had honored the request to have the C-section earlier.